Okay, my day's plans. I got 3 two-stroke Lawn-Boy Lawn Mowers. These have not really sold at all on Kijiji in quite some time, so there's nothing to really compare the price to on these and to really see if there's even anybody interested in these lawnmowers. So I am going to strip them for scrap. They got a cast aluminum deck, all 3 of them. The blocks are all cast aluminum. So my plan is I'm going to take all the plastic off, take wheels off, take the engines all apart, and strip them for scrap. This one here was my grandfather's. Kind of sad to see that one go, but it's got a crack in the gas tank, so it's definitely not worth the fix. This one here, a customer of mine gave it to me. I will be keeping the carburetors and coils off of all of these, except for the one that's already partially stripped. We kind of went to the scrapyard and we stripped some parts off it, but I wanted to keep the cast aluminum deck, obviously. So same with this one here. This one did run, had spark, just a crack in the gas tank really, and these gas tanks are near impossible to find. I might save the chutes. Those are some parts that are still relatively worth money, and the mulch covers. So I don't have any bags for these anymore, unfortunately, but I got 2 mulch covers and a chute. I may have another chute somewhere else. I'll have to look it up, look for it, but that's what our game plan is for today. I don't know if Emily's going to help, and Shania's probably just going to bark. That's what she normally does. But yeah, we'll try to keep her quiet. But if I make any significant progress, I will definitely do a video. Bit of a pan around the horde. The old truck is gone. It went for scrap on Wednesday. I got a couple new push mowers over here. One needs a wheel. They're both, other than that, they're both reasonably complete. I got a few new weed eaters, hedge trimmers, all given to me for helping a guy move a bunch of stuff. And also gave me a whole bunch of e-waste. Hedge trimmer right there. Another hedge trimmer right there. It's mine. It does run, but it won't rev, so most likely a dirty carburetor. I might take it apart. I gotta buy some more carb cleaner if I do decide to take these apart myself, or I'll bring them to the guy I got them from, and he'll clean the carburetors for free. So we'll see. If I want to spend the time on them. Really, a hedge trimmer, I don't even know how much they'd sell for, so I might spend say half an hour on each of them and try and get them running. That one's a Craftsman. This one here is a unsure brand. Unsure meaning I don't know what it is. This one here looks relatively new. He just had to take the carburetor off it for a weed eater, and then when we were cleaning up his shed yesterday, we found a whole bunch of carburetors. So he really didn't even have to take the carburetor off this machine. But I'll probably be going back to him and trying to get a carburetor back off him. I looked in my horde, I don't have one. I got a whole bunch of weed eaters, no carburetors like this. So it needs the primer bulb right on the carburetor with the 2 lines. I believe these would be supply and return. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a 2-stroke expert. I personally hate working on 2-strokes. That's why I'm hesitant on even working on these. And the other hedge trimmer I already showed, it's been sitting in my shop for a year and a half. I also have a shelf full of other 2-stroke stuff. Backpack leaf blower, another leaf blower. The backpack one might actually have the carburetor I need. That one there is garbage. It's unfortunate, it's relatively new, but all the screws on the inside to take it apart, if it needs a coil, are stripped out. So it won't even come apart. Then I have a chainsaw body in there, but I have another chainsaw out there, brand new, but they put straight gas in it instead of 2-stroke gas in it, so they pretty much destroyed it. I'm going to swap all the parts from the one to the other, because the one right there, I believe that's it right there. Oh no, sorry, that's it right up there. He said it runs, it just doesn't have the bar, so I got it from the same guy. A couple engines up there. They both got spark, but they're only like 3.5, 4 horsepower engines, and the one's been MacGyvered, and the white one's complete minus the gas cap. So really it's a hit and a miss on a lot of it, on what to do. I got a bunch of vintage chainsaws. That one right there, that one right there. The green one has to go back to the guy eventually, but as far as I can tell, it does not have a spark. So that's really what I'm going to be working on this weekend, is working on some of this stuff here, and trying to get some of this stuff sorted out and figure out what's for scrap, get those lawn boys stripped. Probably stripping that engine right there again for its cast aluminum value and steel value in it. And I have another block sitting down behind the small own in here. Most likely will be stripped. Those came from Canada Catalyst. Again, I paid money for this engine here, but I've been stripping parts off of it for the last little while to keep other stuff working, so it's not really worth it to me to fix now. And I also have another leaf blower right there. It's missing the bag and it needs a coil, but it hasn't been taken apart, so I might get lucky on that one. And then I was cleaning up his shed yesterday, and I really gotta get into my shop here and clean up my shop. Maybe one day next week. We'll see. Or next weekend. So I'm going out to the RV in a couple of weeks, so I got a few weeks to stay in here and get a bunch of stuff cleaned up. But I guess that's just a quick update of what's been going on. I did do an update a while back, a couple weeks ago, but it didn't upload. I thought it did upload, but it didn't, and I deleted it off my phone, unfortunately. So when I upload my videos, most times I upload straight from my phone, and then I keep them as private. I go through, do all the editing, or go through and add the description, tags, whatever, and then I'll publish, make them all public. So that's the issue I had. Unfortunately, didn't realize it till it was too late. Not a big deal. So basically, there's more of an update right now, anyways. So I figured I'd do the update. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep your redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.